What's up mga kamo, good morning. Nandito tayo ngayon sa Disney World sa Florida. So 4 days tayo mag-stay dito. Itong first day natin, dito tayo sa Disney's Animal Kingdom. So panoorin nyo, sana mag-enjoy kayo sa pag-iikot dito sa Animal Kingdom. Hi! Guest entrance. Yan, first day natin sa Disney's Animal Kingdom. Ayan, meron tayong wristband, may pangalan yan. Aga-aga, daming tao.
Okay, who's the last one? Last one. Good morning. Someone there. Okay.
Hi. To whole day lakaran to. Ayan, tree of life, sabi nga nila. Tree of Life Garden. Starbucks. Go get a wine for the right first.
1, 2, 3. Those are before everyone comes. Those are like, hurry.
We're almost tayo. Yung sasakyan namin.
I told you about our loading procedures. Before you actually enter the loading area, please locate the nearest trash bin and discard any unfinished food.
Can make it pretty tricky to spot, but it does look like you've got some movement. Just up on the left side of the till here, you'll find a large black and white bird on the move. That's going to be one of our saddle-billed storks, named after the yellow saddle-like feature on the top half of their upper beaks. Those stork can stand 5 feet tall with a wingspan of 9 feet wide. That's about 2 feet wider than the canopy up above our heads. So they are really ginormous. It just might not seem like it from back here. And we do have 2 saddle-billed stork living here on the reserve, and the best way to tell our males from females is actually going to be their eye color. Females are going to have these beautiful golden yellow eyes, while males will actually have gray or brown eyes. Now, those storks do mate for life, and they're actually some of the largest storks in Africa, which isn't very surprising considering how large they truly are. I actually do see a black rhino up ahead. We'll come and try to catch a closer view at him. He's going to be up on top of that hill out there. Now, black rhinos are actually the smallest of the African rhino. They can weigh around 3,000 pounds when they're fully grown, which sounds pretty large, although it's about half the size of the white rhinos that also live in Africa. Now, we'll try to get a closer look at this other side here, but black rhinos are going to have these really cute triangular shaped upper lip. That's going to be prehensile. Now, prehensile just means they can grab things with it. Some other things that are prehensile are going to be a giraffe's tongue or even an elephant's trunk, for example. It's a great indicator that they're browsers, finding things a little bit higher up off the ground, typically in small trees and bushes.
Watch Transformers, and there's the one animal Transformers.
Now, black rhinos do tend to be solitary creatures, so seeing one here alone is not all that unusual. Although any black rhino spotting in hippos up here on that left-hand side, that's what we call it. Hippos like this up low. Just make sure you're staying seated back there, my friends. Now, our hippos are going to spend most of their time throughout the day in the water to keep themselves cool. They're actually not very good. Down below there you'll find our Nile crocodiles. These crocs can grow to be as long as a giraffe. Oh, there's one right there. That's strong enough for them to crush bones. Just like the cat predators out here, those crocs are great parents. They roll their eggs in their here on that right-hand side. Being the tallest animals in the world, they stand 16 to 20 feet tall when they're fully grown. They're even born standing at about 6 feet tall. Now, with the super long necks these giraffes are known so well for, they've only got 7 vertebrae bones in their necks. Doesn't sound like a lot because it isn't. It's actually the same number as humans have. Theirs are just a little bit larger than ours, of course. And definitely take a peek at those really funky prehensile tongues we talked a little bit about. Their tongues can grow to be 18 to 20 inches in length. It's about the same size as the average human forearm. They have a purple or bluish kind of coloring to them that actually helps protect their tongues from getting sunburned. We'll talk a little bit more about that in just a minute because we do have our pack of African painted dogs here on that left side. Painted dogs are beautiful. They're one of my favorite animals here on the reserve. They have this incredible pattern on their coat. They're some of our most successful hunters, being 3 to 4 times more successful in every single one of your hunts than your lions. And we're also going to be coming past some of our Ankoli or Watusi cattle here. Named after the Watusi tribe that originally domesticated them. Their horns are huge. They can grow to be 6 feet in length. They're very heavy though, almost entirely hollow with a honeycomb structure inside to keep cool. And just crossing the road here in front of us is going to be the first of our sable antelope. Sable antelope are actually our emblem on the reserve because they're the only antelope in the world that are known to never back down from a fight. In fact, they'll even use those horns on their head to fight off something like a lion if they needed to. Now, I mentioned our giraffes have that really interesting color to their tongues to protect their tongues from getting sunburned. This is because our giraffes' digestive systems only work properly if they use them the entire day. So our giraffes eat for about 99% of the day. They only rest for about 30. These mountain zebras have really thick stripes on their back legs, while the rest of their stripes are pretty evenly spaced. This is actually the easiest way to tell that these are Hartmann's mountain zebras and differentiate them from the other 2 kinds of zebras in the world. I'm sure you've all got that burning question, are those zebras black with white stripes or white with black stripes? And I've got some bad news for you. These stripes go all the way down to their skin, so it's something the world just may never know. As we continue along here, we're going to see some small little antelope on either side. These brown and white antelope. These are going to be called our springbok. Springbok are really cute. They're the smallest antelope living here on the reserve. They're named for their ability to spring straight up in the air 6 feet, jumping 13 feet straight across. And if they're jumping alone, wasn't in. And we've also found most of our confusion of wildebeest. Some sort of group of wildebeest is called a confusion. Wildebeest are actually the most densely populated mammal in the whole entire world besides humans. They migrate annually to follow the rain in herds of up to about 1.5 million wildebeest. Antelope in the entire world are Patterson's eland. These guys are awesome. They can jump 8 feet straight up in the air at a moment's notice. Standing 6 foot tall at the shoulder. It's even more impressive considering the fact that they can weigh over 2,000 pounds when they are fully grown. Females are a lot smaller, only weighing in about 20 pounds. Our elephant here is in just a touch of a weird spot to get a good view, but we are still out in elephant here of shrimp and brine. So the same thing that makes our shrimp pink is actually the same thing that makes our flamingos pink. Cheetah's side. Now, cheetahs are the fastest land animals in the entire world. They can reach speeds of 65, some topping out over 70 miles an hour. But these cheetahs are actually the smallest of the large cats. They only weigh in at about 100, maybe 150 pounds when they're fully grown. I mean, our first white rhino looks to just be working its way out on this left-hand side here. Now, white rhinos are actually the largest of the rhinos. They can weigh up to 6,000 pounds when they're fully grown. They're the only sociable rhino in the world as well. They travel in herds or crashes, as we call them, which are usually family units sticking together. Our lions do rest for just about 20 hours a day. Who's in charge of the pride? Typically the oldest and wisest lion is Tomcat. And differentiate their mouths from the mouths of those black rhinos we saw in the forest today. But they also serve another very important purpose, providing things like milk and cheese. Now, you might also notice the yellow triangular box on the front lawn.
Ayan, punta tayo sa second stop natin dito sa Animal Kingdom.